that we're saying, wait a minute, this is Nephilim architecture, fallen angel technology. Because they're not people, they're hybrids. Folks, you got to understand something. This is the coming great deception. I have said over and over and over again that they need to release the film from Roswell. This changes everything.
All right, so LA, the government just filed for the Aliens.Gov domain for the website, and if that's not part of predictive programming, I don't know what else is. And we've got a big movie, Steven Spielberg, who you've referenced a lot as one of the big guys, really helping shape the minds and getting people ready for this disclosure. He has a movie called Disclosure Day, and they just released another trailer for this. And so we're going to do a reaction to this. So just everybody stand back and watch this, because LA has some very insightful things to say about this.
What did you steal?
Secrets.
Look at the amount of screens that you're looking at. Look at the very bottom level where all these people are looking at computer screens. Then look at the level above that. Then look at the level above that. This is dialed in. This is surveillance on steroids. On steroids is what we're looking at. And this is a very controlled atmosphere. Obviously, is it part of our government? We're not told that yet, but it's probably some sort of conjecture, probably some secret part of our government that's accountable to no one. This guy here walking to us is like the villain of the whole thing on some level. But you don't know that yet, but you'll find out eventually. Okay, roll it.
The data they paid me to protect.
So that's the data that he stole. Now watch your face.
People.
Stop. So when she says, are they people? She's like this. Hey, isn't that Jane and Bobby over there? No. She's like, are they people? She's I mean, it's fairly obvious. She's upset. She's taken aback by what she's looking at.
It's disturbing for sure.
She's disturbing. And then he doesn't give the answer right away, right? So we're holding that while it jumps to the protagonist of the film. There he's in a crop circle, which is being created right around him. And the crop is being laid down. So we have a film on crop circles. Thank you, Gil Zimmerman, my business picker. We have, excuse me, we have 10 films on the whole UFO phenomena. And there's one film on crop circles. And in that film, we show, some people say that this is a hoax. I don't believe it is. There are these two orbs that are above the field, and they are circling the field like this. And below the orbs, we have a crop circle that's just appearing in the field, exactly like what's being portrayed in the Steven Spielberg film, Disclosure Day. So crop circles are real. Yes, there's hoaxes. This is why in our film, we focused on a crop circle in Ohio, right next to it. And there's a whole film on this. On the Trail of a Nephilim. I mean, I don't have time to talk about it, but you need to do your homework. That crop circle we chose for our film was created in a field of corn that was 8 feet tall. You can't create a crop circle in having some trouble with my breathing. Please forgive me, folks. But 8 foot tall, with a stomp stalker where you can't do that. You don't even know where you are. If you were just you had to be up on a ladder going, okay, go over this way. I mean, how would you even do that? And this is why we chose it. And it's just, that crop circle that we show in the film is the second largest crop circle ever to appear in the Americas. And it's huge, absolutely huge. And guess what? It's right across the river from the Nephilim mounds. I'm not making this stuff up. And that, like a month after that crop circle appeared, that's when we had our first Nephilim Mounds Conference. You had a group of Christian men that were saying, wait a minute, this is Nephilim architecture, fallen angel technology. So, okay, so that's the crop circle. I just went down a huge rabbit trail. It's all connected.
It's all connecting here. Let's here we go.
Now it cuts back to him. Okay, stop. So she asked the question, are they people? It cuts to the crop circle. Then it cuts back to her. She turns and he whispers, no. Because they're not people. They're hybrids. Right. They're hybrid. Look, why would Jesus warn us 2,000 years ago that it would be like the days of Noah when he returns? First question is all the people going, where is he going? Where are you going? What do you mean the days of Noah? What are you talking about? But they all know what the days of Noah are. Mm-hmm. Why? Because the bones of the Nephilim are openly on display in Jerusalem at the time when Jesus says that statement. How do we know that? First century historian Josephus states on the record, right, 2,000 years ago, the bones of the Nephilim are openly on display in Jerusalem at the time of his writing. It's first century. So Jesus is referencing, everybody knows what he's talking about. And the Nephilim are the progeny of the fallen angels and the human women. Guess what? Exactly the same thing's going on right now, today. Right now, same thing.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today.
Okay, stop. This is called possession. And in order to be possessed like this, fully possessed, this person would have to have given permission for that to happen. Mm-hmm. Just an entity, a demon cannot. And by the way, there was a well-known pastor recently who did this whole thing of a differentiation between fallen angels and demons. Well, excuse me, sir, with all due respect, where did you get that information from? Because at the end of his presentation, it's verbatim L.A. Marzulli. And I realize I'm sounding very puffed up here. But what's annoying is, I mean, he didn't get it from the Bible, because it's not there. It's not taught that way. You've got to go to the book of Enoch to get that information. And at the end of his little, 3 or 4 minute thing on TikTok, and these people never give credit. They never go back and say their source. I stand on the shoulders of Dr. Chuck Missler, Gary Stearman, my mentor, I.D.E. Thomas. That's where I started from. Those men were mentors to me. And I love giving them credit. But it's not so much done. It's not, it's not done in the modern day church. People want to be the grand poobah. There are no grand poobahs. There's one grand poobah. His name is Jesus. That's it. So that's it. She's possessed. Fallen angels, right, are not demons, and demons are not fallen angels. The demons are the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim. So unless you read the book of Enoch, you're not going to know that. You're not. You've got, and people go, oh, the book of Enoch, we can't read that book. If you were going to keep one book out of the hands of the people, it's Enoch 1, because it tells you exactly what's going on. It amplifies the seed war, Genesis 3:15. Your seed, the dragon seed, will mingle with the seed of the woman. The one coming from the seed of the woman, the proto-evangelion, the Messiah, will crush the dragon's head. You'll bruise his heel. That's the entire biblical prophetic narrative. It's not taught in the seminaries. Therefore, it's not taught in the churches. So my people perish for lack of knowledge? Hello, McFly. What do you think that knowledge is? When Jesus says it'll be like the days of Noah, what is he talking about? Well, that's the Sethite theory, LA. Excuse me. The knucklehead who invented the Sethite theory wasn't alive till the 4th century. So all the Jews and all the apostles know exactly what Jesus is talking about, the days of Noah. But Julius Africanus invents the Sethite theory. Oh, the sons of God are the godly line of Seth, and the women of earth are the hoochie mamas of Cain. No. And that's it. You take the centerpiece of the entire biblical narrative and you just slam it to the ground, and no one has an idea of what's going on. I mean, I'm really passionate about this because my people perish for lack of knowledge. Yeah. And so many of the churches out there have no idea of what's about to happen, but it's happening. This woman, is fully possessed by something. And you can't be fully possessed unless you allow it to come in. So right off the bat, this is demonic possession, in my opinion.
Today's.
Right there. Gives me chills every time I hear that. Now, stop. Go back a little bit. These are really important things here. Okay.
You're seeing things that I couldn't see as I was watching this. You're pulling out some very unique things that nobody else is. Yeah.
Well, John, I'm a filmmaker, 34 films. I got an Oscar. By the way, the Oscars, let me get this straight. So all these pampered people, right, show up and give awards to each other. I mean, seriously, and we're all supposed to walk and go, yay! Nonsense. Turn it off. I'm on fire today. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. I love this version of LA. It's great. You got your coffee.
Just a little further. Just go a little further with it. Just a little and stop it. Right there. Stop. Everybody on that train is holding a cell phone. Look at the woman with the hat, and her right hand's holding it, and her left hand's like this. Look at the body language. Look at the body language. She's fearful. Everybody on that train is watching something. What are they watching? They're all in lockstep. Some event has just happened, and everyone is tuned in. Everyone is tuned in. Scroll a little further, please. Right there. Stop. Okay. All the nuns are gathered, and Spielberg always dresses it up in Catholic clothes. Why? Because the Catholic Church has 1.3 billion followers. 1.3. Evangelicals, not so much. 40 different denominations, they all hate each other, right? And it's just, they'll know you're my disciples by the love that you have for each other, except when the Presbyterians invite someone to speak, we're not going to talk about it, thank you, because we didn't do it. It's just like, this is where we are. So all the nuns, notice the rosary, everything is dressed up in Catholic thing. I don't believe in nuns. I don't believe in the priesthood. This is an invention of men. You know, if you want to dedicate your life, fine, dedicate your life, become a pastor, do something, go out in the mission field. But being a nun in a cloistered deal, I mean, what is that? But I digress. Notice the rosary. We're told specifically, and a lot of people, and I know I'm going to ruffle feathers here, but we're told specifically not to repeat prayers like the heathen do. How many Hail Marys in a rosary? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God. And then you repeat the same thing. Hail Mary, full of grace. So let me see, John. If you and I are in a conversation, and I keep saying, "Hey, John, you know, I went out for lunch today and I had a cheeseburger." Hey, John, I went out for lunch today and I had a cheeseburger. Hey, John, I went out for lunch today and I had a cheeseburger. Hey, John, I went out. Right?
Yeah, that's going to end the conversation pretty quick.
End the conversation. So God is listening to this and going, well, this is great. They're going to say another Hail Mary. What God wants our hearts. He wants to hear what's in here, who we are. He wants us to tell him, to plead with him, to ask him for grace, for mercy, for guidance, to confess, whatever it is. That's what he wants. It's a relationship. You don't go, hey, Lord, I had a cheeseburger today. Hey, Lord, I had a cheeseburger today. I mean, I get all fired up because they lose that personal relationship. Instead, replace it with this ridiculous mantra, because that's what it is. Mm. Okay. Now, calm down, LA.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
I just get so worked up.
Well, we are getting closer we're Italians, but we're also getting closer to the actual disclosure day, not the movie. We've just talked about how, Trump has actually, sent out that all of this stuff needs to be disclosed.
Aliens.
Right before that. Yeah, Aliens.gov is, I'm guessing, where that's going to go.
We're not making this up.
Yeah, I mean, Barack Obama said that there was aliens, but they're not in Area 51. And then, right. Yeah, I mean, that was another rung of disclosure. Then Trump followed it up with another rung of disclosure. Yep. And so I don't even know what number we're at right now.
It's over 26, and who knows? Aliens.gov, that's another rung on the ladder of disclosure.
Exactly.
So look, I get fired up. If you don't get fired up about this, what are you going to get? Look, when people go to a football game, right? Okay. So this is my football game. I don't watch football, but I watch this. Mm-hmm. I'm a watchman. I watch this stuff, and I'm passionate about it because the coming great deception is on its way. Okay. Yep. So the nuns are standing up. They got the rosaries. There's Mother Superior. They're all looking at something. And we hear in the voice of Mother Superior, you can roll the clip.
Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it. It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
But I can.
So he can. So somehow he's able to listen and understand it, which begs a lot of questions. Is he a hybrid? Mm-hmm. Is he an abductee? We don't know. We're not told that. So those are questions that linger that are outside the scope of the trailer.
Right.
The trailer's only 2 minutes long.
Which is a great it's a great commercial for the movie for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And it pulls you in.
Yeah.
Stop. Watch what just happened. We are changing reality as we know it. Reality has just shifted. So here we see one woman, but when you go back, when the protagonist goes back, it's another woman. So
blonde hair.
Space and time has just
Red
completely
hair,
gone off the rails. Completely gone off the rails. He's moving in our space and time, but obviously something has shifted because he's looking at a completely different woman. By the way, the guy that you don't see, that's the bad guy. With the beard, he's the bad guy. Okay, continue.
Yeah, those guys with the beards, I tell you. Yeah.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth.
People are starved for the truth. Now we have the police chase. Okay, continue. I'll tell you what.
I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
What? Okay. Now, once again, space-time as we know it has just been shattered as we know it, because what you're looking at is a projection. He's not there. Roll the clip.
Hello, Jane.
He's here.
Please.
Right there in another location.
Have a seat.
And she sits down. And she's terrified. She needs to. It's done. Now we have, and Spielberg uses this as a cinematography, cinematic tool. What's more innocent than an 8 or 9 year old prepubescent girl? Nothing. Sweetness, right? Innocence, right? Because the whole puberty thing hasn't kicked in yet. They're just innocent children. We see an elk, power. We see a cardinal landing on the elk. So the laws of nature, as we know it, have just been suspended. Completely suspended, because that ain't natural. And why are they appearing to her? Okay, roll the clip. Now, we have the girl, we have the elk. To the left of the girl, or right in front of the girl, looks like a fox. To the right, looks like a raccoon. So you've got all these animals that normally don't hang out together, that we know it, but for some reason they're hanging out together. And guess what? Look at that house. That thing is lit up in
like
ways
a Christmas tree, yeah.
Like even more so. This thing is just on fire. So they're going there because there's something in there. So this whole thing, the laws of nature have been suspended, and now they're walking towards this mysterious house that's all lit up. But is it a house or is it something else? Go ahead.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has...
I'm going to throw you a curveball here.
All right.
What if that's real?
What if that's real? Interesting.
I have said over and over and over again that they need to release the film from Roswell. In our film on Roswell, Gil Zimmerman and I, we included this film that we discovered, and it's in black and white. There's no slate like this, but it's in black and white, and they show two men carrying an alien on a stretcher, and they lay it down on the ground. Instantly, there's a crowd of people that just come running in, and the cameraman's like this, desperately trying to get a shot of this thing. No one cares about the cameraman. They only care about, oh my gosh. And Gil and I look at this 10, 15, 20 times, and we believe it's real, because to create that is buku bucks. You've got to have a set. You got to have period costumes. You need, the whole thing. There's at least 10 to 20 people involved in this shoot like this. So is that real? Did someone link it? Maybe. Is this what Spielberg's about to show us? Is this real? I'm not saying it is, but I mean,
that conjecture is pretty strong. Wow.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
Just and go to the next frame and freeze it.
campaign of lies.
Right there, stop. That's huge. Notice
What-
it's black and white.
What is that?
We don't know yet. They're sealing off something. They're doing something. And all the lights, we're not told. That's still mysterious. But is that when they're going to show us the occupant? Right? This film's, I can't wait to watch it.
Has to end.
What are you going to do?
Here we have the the typical car chase. Got to have one in every film, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Got to have an adventure there.
Full disclosure to the whole world.
Stop. Go back.
Disclosure
Right there.
to the
Stop.
whole world.
Right there. Disclosure for the whole world. Everybody is looking. Everybody is in lockstep here. They're all looking at something. Everybody on the train is like this, right? Mother Superior is freaking out. Everybody's looking at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Okay, go ahead and roll it.
To the whole world.
That truth will upend
Watch
all
his eyes.
established order across the entire world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
Now she's walking towards the house. I'm gonna tell you what I think the house is.
Okay.
It's the ship. It's the ship that's cloaking to look like a house, a warm,
Interesting.
inviting house, but it's not the house. Okay, go ahead.
Why would they do this?
When the time is right.
Classic abduction. Classic abduction. She's on the metal table, okay, and they're about to do something to her. So now roll it.
When the time is right, everything will become clear.
Now, when the time is right, everything will become clear. Now look at this water, which is whipping around and overturns the car. Once again, the laws of nature as we know them have been suspended. We are looking at a force which we're not sure the source of that force. It's invisible, at least right now. But that force is whipping that water in a very turbulent way, in a way that is just picking that car up like it's nothing. Roll the clip. Notice the eyes again. Stop. What is that?
That looks like Michelangelo's The Creation of Man.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. It's Michael. And this is why he's such a flippin' genius, because he takes iconographic images that we all know, that we're all enculturated, and then slightly manipulates them, right? Instead of this, right, like this, it's like this. So here's the one hand coming in, and the other hand, right? It's so flippin' deliberate. And what is he trying to tell us here? Who is God?
Mm-hmm.
That ET are our progenitors, our creators, our gods. This is where it's going, guaranteed. Guaranteed. This is, folks, you got to understand something. This is the coming great deception. This changes everything. And you've got, and the film is only, the trailer is like, what, 2.5 minutes?
2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
We've
And
been breaking it down scene by scene already.
Bam, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll it.
Whatever happens, don't you let
Roll
go.
it, roll it. And there it is. Cut. The UFO appearing out of the clouds. Okay. Why the clouds? UFOs go in and out of clouds all the time. When Jesus ascends to heaven, where does he go? He goes into the clouds. And then he'll come back the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So think about this. The Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, the trump of God. The dead in Christ will rise first, and we who are alive and remain will be caught up together. Where?
With him in the clouds.
In the clouds. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what's coming out of the clouds? The mothership. Go ahead, roll it. If you don't have it, you need to get it. You need to do your homework. Rungsofdisclosure.com. That's our interactive website. I actually have to create a new one, and I'll do that because we're up to our eyeballs, and it ain't going away.
All over my social media feed, I've been seeing this video from Red Oak, Texas. And there was so many comets or fireballs in the sky, rather, that actually there was multiples all over the country, all over the world, all seem to be happening at the same time. Normally, we'll get, you'll hear in the news that, tonight's a good night to see shooting stars. We're going to see a meteorite storm. I have not heard anything about that, but this is what we're seeing in the skies. Let's take a look at this and watch how it moves. And there's no sound on this because there was some choice language, but obviously it was this fireball is in the sky over Red Oak, Texas, and it is, of course, moving. And at first you're like, oh, is this a rocket or something? And then it changes direction. And now it's practically doing like a loop-de-loop or something. Yeah,
it's really weird.
It's changing direction almost 180 degrees, and the flame goes out, and then you see more of it, and then it comes back. LA, when you see stuff like this in the sky, what is your reaction?
Well, I would need more information. I would need to talk to aerospace guys, get their take on someone like Avi Loeb. What am I looking at here? Can a bolide do something like this? I mean, meteors come in and they crash. I mean, we know that. That's what happens. Yeah. So for something to come in, a bolide maybe, and then do a whoop-de-woo and go the other way, I find that very, very strange. Very strange. So, I always, just so the folks understand, I always go to the natural explanation first. If I can't find one in the natural, then you start plugging in the supernatural. But so that remains, I would need to talk to someone like Avi Loeb and finding out, what are we looking at here with this thing?